Hello everyone, it's Lawrence. So you clicked on this video because of the subject, which is, or the title, which is 1 month into building a game studio. This is just my experience. This is just my own little insight or take on it. All right. So before I even thought about building a game studio, I was a software engineer and I still am a software engineer. I have been working on it for a while, but then my past life or when I was younger, I I did build software, tried to build a business, and tried to make games. So after I got a job, thank God for that, I'm grateful. After I got a job as a software engineer, I got excited, still had big dreams. But after years or months, it's been years of working, I I started to have an existential crisis or a I'm young and I was younger then, so let's say a young adult life crisis. So I was looking more of a long term or purpose kind of thing. So I tried to project into the future and I was like, okay, what are the options I had? And after when I saw them, it wasn't really exciting. It felt it felt unmotivating. So I thought about it. What else can I do? What's outside of the current track I'm on, based on my skill sets? And I love telling stories. I was good at telling stories in secondary school, junior and senior. I don't know if I was in primary school, but I was also good in university, and I dabbled in game dev. So I thought about doing games. So fast forward, I made a few small projects and I thought of making this serious. I incorporated a company a while back, but didn't do anything. I attempted to do something, but after I saw bills and everything, I'm like, nah, I'm good. It's not my cup of tea. But then that was like, I can't remember when this was. I think it was 2023, thereabouts. So a year later, nothing changed. And I was like, okay, I have to chase that path. But I can't chase it because I'm not independently wealthy. So I have to chase it at my own speed. I have to invest what I can afford and do the parts that I can't. So thinking about it from a far or a long term perspective, or at least now, what I need to get now is the products. So I thought about it and hired a game developer. So we started from there and we were doing good. I paid $25 for Google Play Store. iOS was $100 per year. Steam was $100 per game. I said, God, no. That's above my budget. So I stuck with Play Store. And after a few months of us working Play Store, there were 4 tests. I can't remember, internal, close, open, all of them. We did all of them and we requested for production. And this is after, I think, a month or two after the demo app was ready. My plan was that we update it based on feedback. We started growing a community. Google terminated the App Store account, the Play Store, not App Store, Play Store account. That devastated me and that affected the track we were on. So I was pissed off that day. My partner, the marketing manager, and the entry level game developer they just reflected the emotion I gave out, and I was angry. But marketing manager was very specific in me to calm down. So I slept on it. In the past, I was reluctant on using Steam, Play Store, and iOS App Store because of it felt like I was giving a lot of control, and it didn't feel like a wise business decision. But after deliberating, watching other people insights and intake, and people point out the pros, but when I run through my framework, it also saw like a con. But then one day I was just like, let's just focus on products and let the platform stuff be handled by Google or those companies. So I did test run with Google, and I was beaten. So we decided to take it serious again. I mean, I've already hired someone so serious. So we decided to take it a step upwards and we are going to build our own infrastructure. I initially wanted to use, so I'm a software engineer, but I'm trying to build a business that I am not a cog in or I am not part of the system. I want a business that is a system in and of itself. People can go and come and it still works. So I am not going to code anything. I'm only going to contribute the parts that I love, which is storytelling and my current role in my company, narrative designer. So I'm a narrative designer there. I am not programming. I'm not doing game dev. Nada. Yeah, so we decided to build infrastructure. My day job, I use Spring Boot, Java, and of course, by default, and that. But after looking at prices, looking at the components we would need, I'm like, nah, we're going back to PHP. But we can't code PHP like that. We're using Laravel and MySQL. And for hosting, we're using cPanel. So that's the approach. But as I said, I'm not going to code. So after we have a certain level of products is when we start coding the infrastructure. And as I thought about it, having another store where people can just go and buy things based on demand and supply might not really feel as unique as what I was going for. So I thought of it being a subscription based store. And then if I did subscription, there has to be another way of us manage against piracy. And then I was like, let's just let's just forget. Whoever is pirating could not actually afford the fee. So we are going a DRM free approach. DRM is like digital rights management. That is like when you want to log in or there are some parts of the software that ensures that you don't share the software illegally or the software is not pirated. We are scrapping all that because you just want to ensure that the experience is top notch. If you pirate it, good for us. The price will still come back to our website, our domain, and get the game. So piracy is not really an issue. We don't really care that much about piracy or care about the experience being top notch. But it being a business already, it's quite expensive. So and that's just two people, and it's minimum wage. So we are working towards that, and we haven't been active on community. And the developer, he's learning a lot. Remember, okay, I never told you, but he was a software engineer, or he is a software engineer, and is slowly transitioning to game development. He has learned pixel art. He has learned colors, like pixel color, hex colors. He has learned GDevelop, foundation of GDevelop. He dabbled in deployment. He's learning a lot of things on the job and he's learning them very quick. It's been a week since he joined us and he's picking up fast. So also my company, I have to so I recently changed my name too because of the Google stuff. I changed my name and now I have to go and update my company docs now. And that is as expensive as incorporating a new company. But since the brand of the company is unique enough, I still have to go and do that. So already there are a lot of costs, and this is the option I had and the option that I stuck with. So that's what I did, and I'm doing. And then the options that I had and the obstacles. So now going forward, because a business, you still need money coming in and money going out. I mean, being a staff, my cash is my expense. My cash cover my expense, my family expense, and my staff expense. So my staff expense already is a lump sum, very heavy lump sum. So I have to find other means to make money for the business. Hence, it gives you a unique perspective. So now I'm doing my narrative job, but I'm not really doing it as well as I thought because who knew? Running a business that build games means you're not building games. You're building the business. Jesus Christ. So that's that. Um, so I'm looking at other revenue stream going forward. Uh, I considered having a YouTube channel for us to promote the subscription based DRM free game store. And that's clicked in my head. If you use AdSense as a potential income stream, since we aren't there yet, and my country dollar is very good to have as a currency from the income stream. So yeah, I mean, a lot of people love games. A lot of people would love to make games. So yeah, and another unique thing I noticed that being in this industry, in a country where things are not developed, things are not working, I have I can create different business division or income stream for the company. Teaching people how to make games, having a YouTube channel. So teach people how to make games, that's premium one-on-one teaching. A YouTube channel teaching people how to make games, that's free but through AdSense and sponsorship. Then actually making games. And there's even more, publishing games. But because of legal stuff, having a lawyer is quite expensive. So in terms of publishing games, I want to also publish our games. So we'll buy rights to the game. And in my country, it's going to be a lot of money. Abroad is probably a week of groceries. Dear God. So we'll spend that money to acquire rights, acquire games to put on these subscription websites for people to buy. So that's the business we are building, and I wanted to document this so that future me, my children, any random person on the internet who wants to learn, because I was looking for people who have done this and I couldn't find someone. And after like 9 years, he went back to a job, which is not what I want. And I applaud him for taking the leap into dropping a job, doing the business and stuff. So I'm trying to be rational about it so I can show people that I could also build a multi-million dollar company while being rational about it from the start. So uh, let's see how it goes. This is the first video of many, and I'm trying to be genuine about it. 1 month into building a game studio, the options going forward is doubling down on the games. We're about to release Unspoken Quest. We were first meant to release one agency, but uh, the developer couldn't understand, and that's rational because I had to. The there was no tutorial for this guy, so I had to like think of it myself. And the implementation were straight out of the box and not intuitive, so that's rational. But this game is like a platformer with story, so that's why hopefully this will be more easier to implement. I haven't given him 2 weeks, so hopefully it will be easier. And I'm guiding him too. Now, it's been only 1 month of having people doing their roles, and I've already learned. I've been into a fork road, and I've already learned my first lesson. And that first lesson is you could get people who are experienced and expensive, or you could get people who are motivated and passionate about what they want to do and are willing to learn. One would take a lump sum from your pockets, the other would not. And me not being a rich fellow, I took the other. So I was frustrated at some points. From my perspective, what I knew, he didn't meet it, and that's rational because I've been making games for some years now. So I had to be patient and invest in him to grow, to learn the tool, to become a better game developer. Hence, that was the first lesson I learned. You must invest in your people. You might want to do it alone, like a lot of solo dev, but if you're building a business that wants to last for a long period of time, mine, as I've learned from my CEO in my current staff life, that I'm 100% focused on. This is more like a side business I want to grow. I learned from him that he's building something that will last 200 years. Hence, he doesn't need to go it alone, he needs to go it with people. So, using that logic and seeing it in my own little company that I'm growing, and yeah, solo dev is more of a hobby. If you are a hobbyist, go that route. But if you're doing it for a business, you have to get people. You can't do marketing. You can't do game production. Even game production has things inside. Marketing has things inside. You have to do management. And when I say management, people management, money management, and any other thing that comes up during the course of running the business. So that's all from me for today. Options going forward, pushing the game. I'll explore the route of having a YouTube channel, teaching people how to make games for free. We'll explore that route. I mean, for the tools we're using, there's a dime a dozen of them. So if you want to learn G-Develop, you can just Google it and find even G-Develop YouTube channel. G-Develop right here. The YouTube channel has tutorials on how to use the engine and some random YouTubers who also um, teach game development, which is G-Develop. So, but I'll say explore that because who doesn't love extra revenue? So that's the route going forward. I have not yet allocated resource for the infrastructure yet. I plan to do that after we have a decent amount of games. So when people start paying subscription, our objective is to add, and not just anyhow games, quality games, both mobile and PC. So if you love to participate in this journey, then subscribe. If you don't, it's all good. I'm wondering why you're watching this video though, but it's all good. So until next time we meet, do stay safe and God bless. Bye. Hello everyone. I'm sure you can hear me. No, that's trash. So I what was I? I was talking about I'm freestyling right now, pouring out from my mind. No scripts, just pointers. So what was I? I